punch caught him clean. They exchange punches. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Nice counter. It's all offense all the time. It is a sunny and hot day, and yes, we're outside, Johnny. No air conditioning or air con, as you say in the UK.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Tough to be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter shot. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Swing and a miss with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Punch, counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Jacobs in that last round. Here we go, it's round two. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
How about that time counter shot? You'd like to see more jabs. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Missing with the hook. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
And he just missed with that left jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. See a jab from these two. A perfect counter shot. They both want a knockout, you can tell. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Jacobs in that last round. There's the bell for round three. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Swing and a miss with that jab. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jacobs in that lap. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Good counter punching. Beautiful counter punch. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history book.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter punch caught him clean. And he scores with the counter. A swing and a miss with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. Time for the 5th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
They exchange punches. Good counter punching. You don't want to trade shots. Survival time for David Benavidez. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corners? How are they going to get through this?
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Done with that counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. that counter shot lands. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jacobs in that. On to the 6th round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, man.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Uh-oh, code red time here for Daniel Jacobs. What is he going to do? No, we don't see a knockdown.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Beautiful counter shot. Just misses with that jab. Nice job blocking the hook. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter. Fast fighter can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
You'd like to see more jabs. And he scores with the counter. Talk about Jacobs in that last round.
What do you do?
Round 7, here we go. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The jab not finding its target. That jab won't score. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The right hook misses. We wanted action, and they are delivering. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. And this round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
Good round.
There's the bell to start round 8. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Nice defense on that hook. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
There's a counter shot. A perfect counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. But what a result.